As we are in negotiations, the legal team just got off the phone with the potential customer, who is now asking for a termination for convenience opt-out. Our team agrees, so our attorney updates the contract metadata by using edit info, which automatically adds the termination language into the document with a note. Notice that the risk score has changed from 0 to 1 based on the formula we set up earlier as we made this edit. The attorney will also mention the sales rep letting them know of the change to this key term and that the documents are ready to send. With the new draft ready for the counterparty to review, some legal teams prefer to send out contract drafts directly from Ironclad. When doing so, they can optionally invite the counterparty to collaborate through Ironclad Connect, which provides an external user view of document drafts and the activity feed. In other cases, the sales rep could also send a draft directly within Salesforce. All internal comments will be automatically stripped out to save time and reduce risk of exposing a sensitive position. We can add a CC'd email address and change which documents are sent, or even send them as PDFs if we want to discourage editing. In this case, the counterparty receives an email from Ironclad with the attached documents and can edit them directly in Microsoft Word. The counterparty makes red lines, adds their comments, saves the document, and is ready to send it back to Ironclad by replying to the email. Notice the counterparty saved the MSA under a different file name than our original, which is something that drives legal teams crazy. When the counterparty replies to the sending email address, Ironclad will thread the email conversation back into the audit history on the contract details page. If the counterparty chooses not to reply directly, we can always forward the email to the original address. Back in Ironclad, you have the visibility within the audit trail to see that the counterparty opened, viewed, and sent the email back with the attached red lines. We can quickly add the documents back into the workflow to review their edits. Even though our counterparty changed the name of the MSA, by clicking Replace Document, Ironclad automatically preserves the original naming convention and creates a new version. With the new version added, we can use Ironclad's Document Compare functionality to view and compare any two versioned red lines where contract deviations are visibly flagged. Now let's look at those red lines. AI Playbooks also works on first-party paper to flag deviations and risk. Notice that our payment terms playbook indicates that the counterparty changed the payment terms from our original 30 days to 60, which is out of our compliance. Using the rules that we set up earlier, we will click to insert the 45-day payment terms, which will also add a comment. We will then need to request finance approval to meet our customer in the middle. Notice that there were minimal red lines created as AI Playbooks compared our playbook language to the counterparty's edits and modified only what it needed to bring us into compliance. The point person on the finance team will be added as a workflow approver for that clause and will see a note for why they are being looped in. Back in Ironclad's editor, lawyers and contract admins have the ability to edit the same way they would in Word, make red lines, add or reject changes, and leave comments, but with real-time updates and centralized version control. Here we will accept a red line for a "Do not train our data" provision that was added to the document, but we'll make some changes of our own. Ironclad makes it easy to collaborate, and we will mention our CISO to look at this section and could even add them as an ad hoc approver. Ian will receive an email looping him into the document where he will have direct visibility into the section that needs his attention. Ian and other users can also view their notifications in Ironclad if needed. Consult the Slack integration for updates as well. For those attorneys who like to work in Word, we also have an installation-free integration with Microsoft Word that will open up the latest version of the document for editing red lines and automatically sync the saved changes to Ironclad as a new version.